Welcome back, everybody, to my channel. Today is the day we are going to be talking about my newest scammer boyfriend slash fiance, Andrew Lewis. Now, if you haven't watched my other videos, I did a whole series with another scammer who was doing a romance scam with me. He thought that I was his girlfriend, and this is basically the same situation. I speak to these scammers so that I am distracting them from other victims. That's the hopes. And I hope when I reach out to you guys with these videos that you see them and it brings awareness. And maybe you can share what you see with your friends or family. Like, just tell them, hey, I saw a video about scammers. Are you sure you know who you're talking to? And so that's why I want to do these videos where spread awareness. I am going to be doing this a little bit differently. Last time I read all of the texts and we had like 4 parts and it was just too much. And this one is a lot longer. I've been talking to this guy for a long time. So there's a lot of information, a lot of love bombing. You'll see the messages that what I mean about that. So I'm not going to read those. I'll probably just scroll past them and you can like pause the screen if you want to read it. He basically says the same thing over and over to me, just worded a little bit differently. But he's pretending to be this man, Andrew Lewis. Now, I've never heard of Andrew before. He randomly messaged me on, not messaged me, friend requested me on Facebook. And that's how these start off. I don't go seeking these people out. They come to me and then I go with it. Odds are, if someone that you don't know and they don't have mutual friends, and they friend request you, odds are it's a scam of some sort. Just to keep yourself safe, know who you're talking to for sure. This guy, he's done some pretty dumb things. He's a little bit more experienced than the previous scammer that we talked about, but he's still not that great. And he's trying different ways to try to get money from me. And I'll show you as we go. So once again, this is Andrew Lewis. This is not who I'm actually talking to. And I'll show you who I am talking to. We'll get to that point. I do have videos of like the video chats that we've done. So I've talked to him on video. I've talked to him on the phone through Google Hangouts. So there's a lot here, a lot of video. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so this is how I first started talking to Andrew. And he claims to be a marine engineer, contractor, and he's on an oil rig or a gas drilling. That is a common job that scammers claim to be, is like an oil rig worker, or they're overseas working somewhere. Like Andrew told me he is working overseas. They often say that they're in the military as well, so that's like a red flag. They're often widowers, sorry. They're also often widowers and they have children. That is like a pretty typical scammer background story. So let's read these. It says, "Hello, Sarah. Thanks for accepting my invitation here, dear. How are you doing today?" I said, "I'm okay. You?" Now, I want you to notice, there's times when I'm being very short with him, and I'm just trying to prove a point to you guys when I am short with them that I am not like creating this romance. He is. He's the one that's pushing all the love on me. He's the one that's trying to get a relationship out of this. I am just very nonchalant with my answers. Now, when we go into the Google Hangouts, because we started on Facebook and then we went to there, you'll see that at some points I do like say, "Oh, I love you too, and I look forward to meeting you," and blah, blah, blah. I do that because I'm trying to keep them on the hook. I try to keep these people on the hook because the hope is they're too busy dealing with me that they'll leave someone else alone that doesn't know any better. That is the hope, and that's why I want to spread awareness. I said, "I'm okay, how are you?" And he says, "Okay, I seek a friendship with you, which is why I wrote you. Hope you don't mind." And I'm going to read these exactly how he says them, how he wrote them. It's a red flag that his English is broken. It doesn't make full sense. Now, there's times when we all make mistakes, but it's very consistent. I did notice on Messenger, he's pretty good with his English. He does well with it. And then he gets a little bit sloppier when we go to Google Hangouts. I said, "Yes, we can get to know each other." He says, "Oh, that sounds interesting. Where are you from?" I lied and said I'm from Kentucky. Everything I've told him in here is a lie. So I only used pictures that I already had on my Facebook account. So since he's a friend on Facebook, I only use pictures that are already there, so he could steal them anyway. I told him an address at one point. That'll probably be in a later video. And it's not even my address. I give him a phone number. It's not my phone number. It's actually the police department and the police department's phone number, so that they cannot like actually contact me. I'm not giving him information. That's just a safety thing. I don't want him to know where I'm at. So I'm saying I'm from Kentucky. You? And he says, I'm from Los Angeles, California. They always are from Los Angeles. I said, cool. He says, once again, it's really my pleasure to meet you here. Are you married with kids, dear? And I said, no, I'm not. But who is the man with you on your profile picture, dear? Sorry for intruding, dear. Oh my gosh. So this was a picture. This is around Mother's Day. So that gives you an idea of how far back this has started. And I had a picture of myself and my mother on this picture. I don't know who he's thinking about talking, because it was very clear, because we're both in dresses and we're both like have our hair down. I don't know why he thinks one of us is a man. I am for ever wondering which one he thought was the man. But yeah, no. He says, sorry, I never looked closely. I'm sorry for the misconception. I said, it's fine, because I said there's no man in my picture. He says, which among them is really you, dear? Are you the one with the glasses? So he doesn't even know who he's talking to. That's another point, is like, he didn't even know who he's talking to. I said, yes, the glasses. He says, you look really beautiful and attractive, dear. We're already love bombing, and it's not like we're talking for 5 minutes. He's like, how old are you? I said, I'm 31. And he claims to be 55. I said, okay. He says, what do you do for a living? Overcoming the economy solvency. What? I said, economy solvency. I'm a mortician. You? I didn't lie about that. He says, good. I'm a marine engineer. Red flag. I'm currently serving on an oil platform. Red flag. Oil rig. Here in Ireland. Red flag. So he's a marine engineer. They're always marine engineers. They always work on oil platform or oil rig, and they're always out of the country, working out of the country. Those are always things, and most of the time they're involved with the military somehow. I said, like I said, I'm a mortician. What's your profession? Oh, he says, I'm in Ireland, but I'm on relief assignment because I will be retiring very soon. What is your profession? I said, like I said, I'm a mortician. I just told you, man. He's like, can I have your number if you don't mind? I said, I don't have long distance like that, because I don't have long distance talking to a different country. He says, please, I will add you on WhatsApp. I didn't want to do WhatsApp. I said, I have here or Google Hangouts. I don't like giving out my number right when I meet someone. He says, okay, dear, could you send me your email so I can add you on Google Chat? So that's my Google Chat email. It's a burner email. I don't care if you see it. There is information eventually that if I don't cover it up in time, like if I don't catch it and I'm scrolling through, just please don't contact him. Leave him alone. Don't ever go after anybody that I show you. Don't ever talk to them. Just leave him alone. You will see some of his information, like his email and his phone number. Just leave him alone, okay? He says, thanks, dear. Tell me about yourself. I said, I work a lot. That's not a lie. I like to read and draw and watch movies. He says, how is your relationship like? Life like? And I said, and then he says, same here. I said, same to all. He says, so why do you want to give me your, why don't you want to give me your number? I said, I already explained that. He's like, it's okay. Like I said, we can video chat on Google Hangouts. He says, yeah, I understand. I said, did you add me? I said, I want to do that now. I said, okay, what time is it where you are? He didn't talk to me for a little bit. I said, hello. I said, did I do something wrong? Why are you ignoring me? And this is basically, I'm trying to keep him on the hook. You'll see that too. Like, he'll go a couple of days and I don't hear from him. And I'm trying to just keep him on the hook because I know I'm talking to somebody else. I really think the confusion about, like, what do I do for a living and things like that is he's talking to multiple people. Even though he swears that he's not talking to anybody later on, he's only talking to me. I'm the only person that he wants, blah, blah, blah. I know he's talking to other people. He doesn't even know my name. We've been talking for months, and we were talking the other day, and I reconfirmed to him that he doesn't even know my name. Supposedly, he calls me his wife, and that in his mind, we are already married. But he doesn't even know my first name, guys. So that's another red flag. And you'll notice he never uses my name. He'll just say honey, sweetheart, babe, those things. So what time is it for you? He says, no, honey, I'm not ignoring your message or ignoring you, just that I'm really confused about what's happening now. My internet subscription is really so running low. Already am just managing it. So what do you mean you're confused? So he's already hinting at, I need help because my phone's not working, my computer's not working, the internet's not working. He says that I wish there was someone I could call to help me out, help me get one, because the last subscription I did, I thought it was to carry me all through till I got back home. He says my subscription's low and I got notified again. I don't know what he's talking about, subscription for the internet. I don't know. Especially if he's working on an oil rig, supposedly. This makes no sense. It says, what did you need someone to do? I guess I don't understand the subscription thing. Already asking for money. We just started talking, guys. I needed someone who can help me get a Steam card because that's what I use for my internet subscription. What? Why on earth would you use a Steam gift card to upgrade your internet subscription? You can't upgrade an internet subscription. I understand, like, if there's, like, an internet fee. But supposedly this guy is at work and using the work's Wi-Fi. So I don't get that. He says, I don't want to be logged out of the internet, honey. I really miss you so much, and my daughter, Helena, too. He already missed me, guys. Oh, my gosh. Look at this. I normally subscribe $1,500 for the month. And I thought I would not spend a long time here in the sea. $1,500 a month? What? With the Steam gift card, guys. With the Steam gift card. He says, but I still got 3 months more to round up my contract here. He says, why can't you get one online? Why can't you go online and buy a gift card then? He says, no, I can't. I'm having issues with the bank now. So this poor guy, he is having a rough life right now, guys. He's getting ready to retire. He misses his daughter. He's falling in love with the woman in supposedly Kentucky. He can't talk to her, can't talk to his daughter because his internet subscription is low. He needs a Steam gift card, but he's having issues with the bank now. He also has an issue with his bank now. He can't even buy the gift card online. I guess he would need internet for that too. But now he's having issues with the bank. I said, what issues? He says, I have not been able to receive money there for some time now. But my bank manager would help me rectify it. He is working on it now because I was supposed to have sent money to my daughter even. I can right now on Google Chat, baby. Are you there? I'm already a baby. You should come online to Google Chat now because I have limited time to spend on the internet. So this is when our conversation ends over here and we go to Google Chat. I want to show you how much crap is here. Okay, finally getting close to the top. Look at all this stuff. So many heart emojis, so many kissy emojis. Oh my gosh. Love bombing to extreme. And this is only one part of our communication because after a while, he does go and make another Google Chat account with his real information, supposedly. Supposedly, this is his real name and information on the second group chat. So this is just the first half before he decides to be honest with me. So I'm going to keep scrolling, and I'll be back as soon as I get to the top. This is ridiculous. There's like a jump to the bottom option, but why is there not a jump to the top? My gosh, Google Chats. Figure that out. Somebody like me needs help. Look at all these missed calls, too. Jeez. We finally made it to the top. He says, hello, dear. How are you? I said, I'm okay. What time is it there? And he tries to call me. And I don't think I answered, but I do have videos, and I'll show you in a little bit. It says, what are you doing? And that's the other thing. He loves to call me in the middle of the night or in the morning. Luckily, I've complained about the last video that Google Chats only gives you like one ding for everything. But so luckily he wasn't constantly waking me up, but it was really annoying. He's always calling. I actually have bad signal at my home. So if I was not in a place that had good Wi-Fi, it was hard for me to talk to him. So most of the time when I am talking to him, I'm out somewhere. Because that's the only way I can get my messages to send through. So some of the times it'll say missed call and I'm not able to answer it. And other times I was ignoring him. It's hard to say when is happening when. He says, what are you doing? I'm in the rig now. I said, what time is it there? He says 9:16 p.m. And for me it was 4:16. I said, okay, so you work nights? He's like, not really. It under probability. So what does that mean? He's like, I'm wrapping up what I'm doing here now and am about going back to the office. I mean, I don't work late all the time. I said, okay. So he said, what about you? I said, it depends. Some days I work 9 to 4. Others I work 16-hour shifts. Depends on what is going on. That happens a lot. He's like, okay, that's cool. I don't think he even read that. I said, so I see you're a widower. Sorry to hear that. Do you have kids? Forgetting that he already told me about Helena. He says, I am. I do have a daughter. She's 13 years old. I said, okay, what's her name? He says, yes, my dear. Do you have kids? Helena. I said, no, I don't. When did your wife die? And see, I even speak wrong. I said, when did your wife die? He's like, I lost my wife 5 years ago for a car accident. I said, I'm sorry. How old was she? He says, 42. So I'm still doing like the math. I'm like, you started a family pretty old. Nothing wrong with that, but just a little different. He's like, well, I'm exciting. He says she was 42. And then he goes to talk about himself. I don't understand this because it's like, I'm asking you about your wife. I'm trying to be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Even though I know she's fake. I'm sorry that you lost your fake wife. It must have been very tragic to lose your fake wife. And then he just moves on and talks about himself. He says, well, I'm an exciting, thoughtful, and compassionate man with a strong passion for life. I'm optimistic and warm and see every day as a new beginning to life. Are you still there? I said, I'm here. Sorry. That's a good perspective. He's like, I've been through a lot as a man. I have conquered much opposition in life, as well as I would love to meet someone who will understand how been hurt feels, and would love to find an honest relationship. I want the love that's been locked in my heart for so long to be unlocked by that special lady. It says, I hope you're able to find that. He says, yes. He says, this guy is a poet, guys. Like, I'll read you some of the love messages, but like I said, not all of them, but he is a poet. I think somebody else wrote these for him, because you'll see, too, that I'll ask questions about the oil rig, and he'll copy and paste from an article, and I'll show you. He's like, life is special, and I like to wake up feeling excited for what the new day brings, even if it means bouncing off the planets. What? Is it good for you? He says, imagine opening your eyes each and every morning and smiling at the thought that the new day is completely different and brings new excitement, and that the person you're with feels exactly the same way. It's so true. He says, I'm an optimist. No way. Who believes that everything happens for a good reason, and you never know what destiny has for you and someone together. I said, good for you. See, I'm like giving him like 4 words every time. He's like, I'm looking for a lady who's ready for a serious relationship that can lead to marriage, a sincere, honest, caring, understanding, and loving lady to spend the rest of my life with. I said, that's good goals. He says, okay, do you know how to drive, my dear? In other words, he wants to make sure I can drive to the store and give gift cards. I don't know why every scammer that I talk to always asks me, do you drive and do you have a car? I said, yes, I can drive. He's like, really? So you have a driver's license? Why wouldn't I, man? I'm 31. Why on earth would I have a driver's license? He's shocked that I can drive. Wow. It's 2023. Women can drive. He says, yes, you need to have one because it's very important. Do you have a car of your own? Oh my gosh. I says, yes, I do have a car. He's like, what kind of car do you have? I said, a Dodge. I don't have a Dodge. He's like, please, can I see the car? Send me a picture of the car. I said, why? He's like, please, I just want to see how beautiful it is, honey. In other words, he wants to see what I'm driving. This is in between the lines, and this is exactly what it is. I promise you, this is what he's looking for. Once again, he wants to know if I have the ability to drive to get gift cards. He wants to see what kind of car I own so that he can see if I have money or not. That's exactly what this is. And he probably wants to prove that I do have a car. I said, why? He's like, I just want to see how beautiful it is, honey. It's a truck and it's not beautiful. He says, I know, but I can see it right now. I said, weird request, but okay, I'm sending it. Poor signal though, so it's going to take a little while. That is not my truck. That is outside my house, but there's no identifying things on it. That's my neighbor's truck. He says, it's beautiful. Oh my gosh. I sold my car out. I intend buying a new car. I said, how about the rig you operate? He says, the rig is designed to operate a water up. Okay, so this is when he starts writing me word for word in an article, and I will read these for you and you will see what I mean. It says the rig is designed to operate a water up to 8,000 feet deep and is a maximum drill depth of about 5.5 miles. I did not ask you for that stuff. It said it can accommodate a crew up to 130. A semi-submersible rig is floated to a drilling site. It has pontoons and a column that submerge when flooded with seawater. The rig doesn't touch the sea floor, but it sits low in the water, where it is moored by several large anchors. Did I ask you that? I did not ask you that. He said, okay, cool, but I just wanted a picture of the one you work on. He's like, oh, it's already late. I hope we can talk about it tomorrow. I said, I'll look forward to seeing it tomorrow. He says, yes, dear. I said, good night. Here's the article again. He goes, last September, the Deepwater Horizon set a drilled deepwater record when it drilled down just over 35,000 feet at another BP site in Gulf of Mexico, Pagos area. Panagos said. Okay, so this is clear that's coming from an article I said, because he says, last September, the Deepwater Horizon set a world deepwater record when it drilled down just over 35,000 feet at another BP site in the Gulf of Mexico. And then it says, Panagos said. That means it's like literally from an article. I said, did you copy and paste that from an article? It says, no, my dear. We will talk tomorrow. I said, then who's Panagos? And then he just says, have a good night. It's one of the more advanced rigs out there, he said. The quotation marks. The quotation marks. And then he said, what in the world, man? I'm not stupid. I swear, either they're stupid or they think I'm stupid or both. It's just amazing to me. I said, you have quotations. This is an article. Panagos did not know how much the rig cost to build, but said the similar rig today would run to $600 million to $700 million. And I keep saying, did you write this article? And he just says, have a good night. So every time I ask him, did he write this? Did he take it from an article? He just says, have a good night. But then he sends me other crap about it. I said, good night. He says, and we usually spend time together. Next year, I'll be for a wonderful year since you're going to be a part of my family. Kidding you? I told my daughter about you because she asked why I always send her mails from work because I don't use to send her mails from work. I told her I was talking to a lady I met in a Facebook site. She really wanted to know more about you and have a chat with you too. She sound funny but serious. What? I will let you know her email if you care to talk to her too. I want you to take her as your daughter, even though we haven't met. I will write later. I feel sleepy now. What? What parent tells a stranger, I'm going to give my 13-year-old daughter, or whatever her age is, your email. I'm going to give the stranger my daughter's email address, and I'm going to let you message her and talk to her so you can get to know her. And I want you to treat her as if you're her mother. Even though we've never met, she wants to know more about you, and I told her all about you, and you basically need to act like her mother because you will be one day. So, okay. It's like, bye for now. And this is like literally day 1 that we were talking, guys. Like maybe day 2. It says, your intelligence, your grace. So here's the love bombing. Your elegance, your grace, your love is like no other girl in the world. You are truly one in a million. That's why I chose you. He chose me, guys. I'm so lucky to have you by my side. Yes, you are. If I had to choose one life partner among 7 billion other people, I would always, always choose you. You're that important to me. Thanks for brightening up my life, darling. Good morning, my beautiful angel. I said, good morning. I said, we just met. Don't you feel you're rushing a bit on your feelings and telling your kid about me? He says, I hope you don't mind about everything. Where are you now, at work or at home? I said, I'm home getting ready for work. He says, that's really good. As for me, I'm in the documentation room. It's more like in my office because it's close to my room. The weather here is actually cold. How about there? How's the weather over there? I said it's in the 60s today, which is odd. Yesterday was 80s, and so is tomorrow. He says, "Oh, that's nice. I'm exciting. I am an exciting, thoughtful, and compassionate man with a strong, passionate life. I'm optimistic and warm and see every day as a new beginning to life." He says, "You said that yesterday, and I still think it's a good way to look at life." He's literally repeating himself, guys, because he's talking to so many people. He doesn't know who he's told what he's saying yet. He says, "But I don't think that the age difference or the distance between us should be a barrier. Rather, the most important thing is for us to be sure we really find understanding, happiness, and joy within each other. Above all, I think love is the greatest. Don't you also think so?" He's saying things that he thinks I want to hear. That's what you need to get from this. Every time he does a love bombing, every time he says these things about his personality, it's just so he's saying something that he thinks I want to hear, so that I'll be more attracted to him. "Yes, love never fails. How long have you been in Ireland till retire?" "How long are you in Ireland until you retire?" He says, "I see. Well, I'm on a relief assignment, and I'll be retiring from my service by the end of next month. So if everything eventually works out great between us, we will definitely be together by the end of next month." Guys, it's July, and we're not together. He hasn't come to see me yet. I'm so sad. "So everything eventually works out great between us. We will definitely be together by the end of the next month so that we can begin to commence with our future plan for ourselves. I really want to know more about you." I said, "Oh, cool. Okay, cool. I'm headed to work." It says, "How long have you been single without a man? So don't you feel lonely sometimes?" I said, "A couple years. Yes, sometimes. As for me, I feel lonely a lot of the times, and that's why I need to find my true love. A person that will love me as much as I love her. I have a feeling that destiny brought us together for a reason." I said, "I agree." And I'm thinking, I agree because I'm recording this. He's like, "As time passes by, we'll find out if we're compatible with each other. For my opinion, when it comes to marriage, there's actually nothing superior than being with your soulmate. Someone who truly adores you, understands you, cherishes, and loves you the way you are. Don't you think so?" I said, "Yeah, I agree." Notice his paragraphs, and I'm just like, yeah, sure. Yeah, He doesn't care. He's not picking up at that. He doesn't care. "It really takes straight, patient strength." That was a weird spelling. "Strength, patience, understanding, and discipline to build a responsible family where there's love, peace, and harmony, and that's the kind of family I want. What about you?" I said, "I need someone who's kind and honest." I need someone who's honest, guys. He says, "That's nice. So tell me, how about your parents? Are they alive?" Says, "Yes, they're living." "Yours?" He's like, "I'm the only child of my parents. My parents died long ago. My father was a military man who died in the military war when I was 7 years old, and my mother died when I was 13 years old. He's had a rough life, guys. His parents died when he was a kid. He is stuck in Ireland and his bank account's not working, and he has no internet subscription, but yet he's still talking to me, and he needs a Steam card really bad. I was raised by a neighboring teacher. Growing up was quite difficult for me, but I never gave up." That was nice of your teacher. He says, "Good for you for not giving up." He's like, "Do you like Americans? Have you been to America before?" What? Bro, I told you I'm from Kentucky. Which I'm not. But I told you I'm from Kentucky. What do you mean, do I like Americans? And have I been to America before? I live in America. Actually, and he just moves on. "If we build a strong relationship with each other, I will travel directly from here in Ireland to meet you in your country so that we can be together and make some plans toward our future in America." I said, "Isn't my country your country too? Where did you list to live?" He says, "I would love to live in America." Bruh, you just told me you're an American. What do you mean? What are you talking about? You said you're from Los Angeles. Why are you making it sound like you've never been to America before? "I understand, but I think you shouldn't have to worry about the expenses because I will be well paid prior to my retirement, and I will duly take care of the finances and expenses, okay?" So sounds good. Where did you live before Ireland? He says, "Los Angeles, California." But you just made it sound like you've never been to America before, man. Because he says, "Okay, so please tell me more about yourself. What are your habits? Do you smoke, drink, flirt, and party all the time, etc.? I said, "I really don't have time for any of that. I go to work and go home most days. I don't smoke or drink or party. I only have a few close friends. We go to movies and dinners, but that's about it." He says, "That sounds interesting." Does it, bro? I have like a really vanilla life. It does not sound interesting at all. It's very vanilla. Side note, when COVID shutdowns happened, guys, literally the only thing that changed is I stopped going to the movies. That was the only thing that changed. I was living quarantine before it was required. And I didn't realize that until it was required. He says, as for me, I'm a simple man. I don't smoke at all, but drink occasionally, mostly in the company of friends. He's a social drinker. He says, I don't drink because I'm allergic to alcohol, which is the truth. I am. He says, well, I just want us to be certain of what we actually want. At this stage in my life, I have achieved almost everything I've wanted except a united family, and it hurts me. My priority is to have a happy and harmonious family. Harmonious family. What about you? Do you wish to have a happy family too? He says, yes, I don't know anyone who doesn't want to be happy. He says, who does your daughter stay with while you're gone? He says, that's good to know, and I pray for the both of our dreams to come to pass. I hope you will be able to make time for us to be together. My daughter is studying in a Florida boarding school now. Their kids are always in boarding school. Or they're with their ex-lover. I said, that has to be expensive. He says, I see. You see what? You see what? I just said that boarding school is expensive. I need in a woman is a care, trust, understanding, sincerity, faithfulness, and respect, and other for us to spend the rest of our lives together and happily. I also value the sense of humor in a woman. What interests you in a man? Honesty. Kindness. Acts like a gentleman. I would like someone to build a life with. I want everything to be 50-50 as far as providing goes. It says, yes, I agree with you. Well, I'm caring, outspoken, humorous, understanding, passionate, and cheerful. You already told me these things, bruh. Definitely, you will be the one to see for yourself by the time we will be together. It's August. It's almost August, and I haven't seen anything, man. I really don't like a dirty woman. What about you? What are your habits that you hate in a man? He says, if I may ask, are you romantic? I said, dirty? I don't even know what he means. Like, does he mean I don't shower? Does he mean that I'm dishonest? I don't really understand that one. Dirty? I can be romantic at times. I don't like a lazy man or a liar. Notice I keep saying I want him honest and I don't like lying. He's really, my dear. I like the way you express yourself. You do? I'm using like 5 words at a time, bruh. As for me, I'm a romantic man. I know how to make my woman content. And I didn't even say much about romance. I just said I like it at times. I can be romantic at times. I know how to make a woman contented with my love, and if I eventually love you, or you finally become my wife, I will love you with all my heart, respect you, care for you, cherish you as much as and treat you like a queen because you're ready to take the sacrifices in order to make you happy and be there for you. He says, if I come to love you and you're my wife, you don't even know if you love me yet, but we're already talking about marriage. I said, good to know. He says, as for you, how would you treat me if I eventually became your husband? I said, I would treat my husband well and give him respect he deserves. I would work through issues with him. He says, I'm so happy to hear that, and it's really becoming interesting as we get to know more about each other. My favorite color is green. And you? What's your favorite color? I said purple. That's a lie. Purple's not my favorite color. The reason I lie to questions like this is because in the future, there may be a time when he tries to get my information, which he's asked for it, and that's why I gave him a fake address, phone number, gave him a fake favorite color, because he could be looking for information for passwords or anything that's like, if you have like a question, like a authenticity questioning on like, let's say you get on my bank account and it says, please authenticate yourself. What is your favorite color? He now knows my favorite color is supposedly purple. So that's why I lie about these things. They're little white lies, but that's just to protect me in case he decides to in case he gets access to something of mine that he shouldn't. It's a matured color, a nice color. Purple's a matured color. What's the non-mature color? Pink? Because if you don't mind, can I ask you for a few photos? I hope you don't mind sending me about 2 of your photos. I said, you can send me 2 too. He He's like, do you like flowers? I said, yes, I do. Send me your picture, please. He says, as time goes on, I will surprise you with lovely flowers. So what is time there? I said, sounds nice. I still haven't got flowers. It's like July 22nd, and I still don't have flowers, guys. And this was in May. I'm very sad. It says, sounds nice. It's 2:45 p.m. Please send your picture. It says, why did you delete your picture here? I sent him 2 pictures, and I deleted them. Because I didn't want him to keep them. And I wanted to see if he would notice. He noticed. Why did you delete your pictures here? I would love to have your pictures here. Please don't delete your picture, okay? I will send you my picture. Hi, Andrew. Wow. These are him. This guy's name is actually Andrew Lewis, by the way. It's not, but... He says, send me more. You look really beautiful and attractive and so sexy, babe. I'm like, thanks. Send me another picture. Oh, dear, I've received your photos and I actually lost concentration. All by looking at your photos. I will confess that you are really an angel and that you are such a gorgeous lady. Thanks. As you can see, I deleted those photos again. He didn't notice. I'm still watching your photos because I like your style of dressing, and to be sincere, your beauty has captivated my soul and your charming eyes has captured my heart. In a nutshell, you actually look amazing and my head is going whiskey right now. My head is going whiskey right now. I'm going to start using that. I'm like, I'm sorry, my head's going whiskey right now. What did you say? I said thanks. It says, you're welcome. Although we just got to know each other not long ago, but I feel so comfortable with you and I'm happy to have you in my life. I'm so happy chatting with you and I pray for our communication to lead to a fruitful end. Dear, don't you wish so too? It says, I'm willing to move forward. Oh man. Guys, I need to try harder, I know. I do get more lovey-dovey as we go, just to keep him going, because he started dropping off and I got a little bit more affectionate. Oh, it just amazes me how, like, love bombing they are, and I give them, like, 3-word answers and they keep going. Like, they think that that's a good thing. I think it's a cultural difference. He's not picking up on those things, but oh well. It says, thank you so much for sending me your photos, and here is mine. And that is supposedly his daughter. It says, can you send me one of you with you and the rig? There's a good one with you and Helena. Is that an older picture? It says, yes, because she didn't look 13. And I asked for a picture with them on the rig. It says, yes, we seem to have an interesting conversation. I hope for our communication to lead to a fruitful end. Don't you wish so too? You already said that right there. Said, I'm willing to move forward to see what happens. When can we have a video chat face to face? He says, yeah, sure you can, but not today because it's risky to do here in the rig. Hope you understand. How convenient he can't do a video chat, guys. It's almost like he's not the real person. He says, but don't worry, I'll be free to do that by weekend. That's by Saturday or Sunday. I hope you don't mind. I said, okay, we will see if I have signal or not. I have spotty signal at home. What time do you get off work tomorrow? He says, I can't really say. It depends on how the job may be for tomorrow, honey. But I believe I will be really so late because of the mess the other engineer did here in the rig. So I want to do some maintenance in the rig. So I'm working late too, so I'll probably still be at work when you get off and I'll have an internet. It says, won't you be free as from on Saturday and Sunday? Because that's my free day at work. Yes, let's only accommodate for your schedule, man. Like I said, it just depends if I have signal, if it will work or not. He says, okay, my dear, I pray it works and you have signal. We will see. He says, if your husband's in need of something from you, will you be willing to assist him with that thing? In other words, if your husband needs money, will you get it for me? I said, if I'm able. Odds are what they have, I also do. Or if they don't have something, I wouldn't either. So in other words, if we're husband and wife, what you have is mine and what mine is yours. How did you feel sometimes when you were lonely? I said, like a normal person, sad. He says, all right, dear, it was nice chatting with you, and once more, it is absolutely my pleasure to chat with you. It's such a good feeling to realize that I have you in my life, and I'm pleased as we chat with each other again. I said, how do you feel when you're lonely? He says, makes me remember about my past, the loss of my late wife. I don't just like it being lonely, But thank God I found you. It will help me get off those memories of my late wife. So I don't think those will go away. And and I sincerely mean that. Like, I don't think you'll ever stop missing your wife. He doesn't have a late wife, but in reality. It says, it will surely go away, my dear. What? This guy is very, very upset and grief-stricken over the loss of his wife, guys. I mean, he's like, I'll get over it. It's fine. So long as I have memories in my heart are ready. Who is your mentor? Who is my mentor? I have people I looked up to like my mom, but I'm not in schooling anymore. He says, oh, I see. He says, my mentor is my late dad. So I'm guessing he means who's your like hero or person you look up to. He says, my mentor is my late dad. He was a nice, caring, and understanding dad who loves and takes good care of his family. He always speaks the truth, and he's a self-disciplined man. My dad is ready to risk everything he has for his loved ones. But I do feel the pain because he never lived to enjoy me. He was really the best dad in the world. Narcissist much? He didn't get to enjoy me. He always tells me that in uneasy lies, the head's the weir's the... He always tells me, and notice how he's talking about like as if his dad's alive. He always tells me that uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. So for you to be successful in life, you have to face some challenges. What is your biggest fear? It says, do you think he would be proud of what you're doing now? I meant scamming. He says, yes, I think so. What is your biggest fear, my dear? I said, I don't like spiders. He says, haha, really? Is that your biggest fear, dear? You're scared of spiders? I said, I'm not sure if I have one. What's yours? Here we go. To lose the one I love, and I don't want to lose anyone close to me again. I enjoy life in a quiet, peaceful, and loving manner. I avoid conflicting situations that may interrupt my inner peace. Shouldn't be talking to me then. I enjoy the company of family, friends, and my companion when I find one. And I'm searching for someone with similar traits who will enjoy at least some of the things I like. Someone who will appreciate me for who I am and will support me in all my endeavors to excel in life. Who will be my comforter and share most things with me, good or bad. Someone I can share my radiance and sunny disposition with. If you feel you are that person, don't hesitate. Go with your mind and I can be all you want and more. He can change himself to be who I need him to be. That's nice. I said, okay, that's nice. It says, what would be a perfect setting for a first meeting with a new date? I said, I like going to bookstores, getting a hot chocolate, and hanging out, maybe read some. That is actually a very enjoying date for me. So if anyone takes me on a date, I want to go to the bookstore, get hot chocolate, and just hang out. So like, take me to Barnes & Noble, and I will be like your best friend. As for me, I will take her first to a nice fast food, share some ice cream together, and drive around the town together, while in the evening, we both go in the best restaurant to have dinner. We just stay at the fast food. Candle lights on the table and nice loving blues music with will be playing. Pop some champagne together. I already told you I can't drink. Look into her eyes and tell her how much I love her and tell her she means the whole world for me. That's a first date. You trying to drive me off? Like, if I said that to a man on our first date, he'd never come back. And that she's the air that you breathing, and that you will love and cherish her till you die. Tell her how lovely her lips are. Then give her a lovely kiss. After that, we both go out counting stars together. That I think would make my first date very lovely and romantic. That's a lot of affection on the first date. I don't think I'd go for that, man. Sorry. I said, that's very lovey-dovey for a first date. Sounds nice, though. He's like, really? If you see someone you don't know who needs help, would you be of any support? In other words, would you give me a gift card? I said, I would help if I could, I would help how I could if I could. He says, well, if you ask me, yes, I would help in any way. Because God in heaven, I hate when they bring God into this. I absolutely hate when they bring God into scams. Because they're anything but godly when they do this. Because God in heaven says it is good to help those that are in need. And he loves a cheerful giver. He also doesn't like scammers. It also depends on how do they need help. Helping them find resources for help. Meaning like, oh, you don't have money? Here, let me help you find a place that can help you with that. I'm not just going to give you a handout, Andrew. Says, yes, you're right. In a relationship, how do you see a situation whereas the woman earns more money than the man? Said, it's pretty normal these days. Yes, you're right. So how do you see that to be, dearest? I said, what do you mean? I mean a situation whereas the woman earns more money than the man. And then he just moves on an hour and a half later, because it was midnight at that point. He says, something's missing in my life. I see. Okay, so let's go back for a second. There's nothing wrong with the woman making more money than the man. I don't know what he was getting at there. I don't know if he's like leading up to like, well, you'll have to work so that we can make a living. I don't know. Something is missing in my life. I really don't know what it is. But since the time you came into my life, I started feeling complete. Yes, that is true. I'm only for you, baby. I love you so much. All day long, I yearn for your touch, your presence in my life, because gives me a new high. I don't know how all of this happened, but when and why, but feeling of love is felt from the heart. Now that you and I are together, we shall never ever part. That was like a rhyme, guys. I just want to thank you for coming into my life. Without you, my love, it's really hard to strive. Love you so much. Your eyes attract me the most. No, it's your charming smile which attracts me the most. The sweet whisper in your ear as I love you about. The sweet whisper in my ear is what I love about you. When you cringe on small things, I love to see your face. When you get angry, I love to see your face. Your blushing face attracts me the most. What does BR mean? It's your pretty face which makes me go nuts over you. The way you speak to me makes me go crazy for you. I really can't decide what attracts me the most. But let me tell you that I love everything about you. 'Cause it's true and I simply love you. I said, does it matter who makes more money in 2023? Isn't it a bit early to love me that much, hon? So what are you up to? So there's times when I have to keep messaging him to keep him going. Loving you and wanting to make you my future. I want to build a family with you, honey. I'm really crazy about you. All I see is a beautiful word of love and romance together. I've never fallen in this deep ocean of love before my entire life. Said, not even your daughter? He says, yes, of course, my daughter will surely be with us. That is not what I meant, man. I meant when you said you never loved someone this deep before. Like, you should love your daughter way more than you love me. He says, of course, my daughter will surely be with us, but we will give Helen to siblings, too. What do you think about that? He wants to have my babies. I said, I didn't mean that, but okay, we will see as time goes. Yes, sure, honey. I said, how is work? Work is really stressful for me, honey. So that's not good. What happened? He says, you know I'm the head engineer here. Oh, now he's the head engineer, guys. And the others who are working under me haven't been specialized yet about the rig, and I'm still taking my time to teach them about it. So all the workload are on me. If not, then if I'm not there, they can't do anything on their own. Sounds like a personal problem. That sounds like a lot of pressure. I also am the one running my office. It doesn't get done unless I do it. But I don't have help, so I don't know. He has, like, supposedly a lot of help. He says, yeah, it's really so much pressure, honey, but I don't have a choice. Here's something I must do. I can imagine the pressure you're also going through, honey. I said, it could be worse. You can imagine that. So sorry for that, honey. I love you in the morning, in the middle of the day, and the hours we are together, and the hours we are apart. Good morning, baby. You're amazing. Have an amazing day. I love you. How much farther we have to go? Oh my gosh. Oh, the picture of the oil rig. I said, how are you? Why are you sad? He misses me. Hearing your voice, even just for a few minutes, has something eased the sadness I'm feeling right now. I love you, miss you so much. I don't think we even talk to each other. I don't know how he thinks that is. No work. He says, I'm sad because I haven't heard from you. And I'm beginning to run out of data subscription. Here we go, back to the gift card thing. I said, well, you know the time difference. There's nowhere I can get it here, honey, because you know I'm in the sea here at work. It says, what do you mean subscription? No one needs a subscription to get your phone to work. And it says, and I really need to upgrade my computer internet subscription. Who has an internet subscription? But I don't use a phone to chat, I use my computer. So I normally upgrade my internet subscription in every 2 months. Do you use your internet connection for free? So I use data like most people, like you are. Your company should provide the internet when then since it's your computer at work. He says, so are you using it for free? My company didn't do that for me. It's my personal computer and not the company's. Still have Wi-Fi, man. I pay for unlimited data. Your company doesn't have Wi-Fi? You still need to send me a picture of you at work, please. I think it would be cool to see. I think it'd be so cool. It's just me pushing for a picture. It says, sure, if that's what you want. I said, yes, I think it'd be fun to see you at work in front of your rig or something. He pulled this off of Google. Look at his head. Look at this guy's head. Like, does that even like match his body? It just looks like it's just inserted there. I don't know if he did that or that's how the picture is on Google, but oh my gosh. And I will say, we got to give this guy credit. He's at least not picking the first picture that shows up when you put oil rig workers on the Google search bar. He went like to like the 7th page or something to find this. So you got to give him a little bit of credit. He says, we're going onto the rig now in the Middle Sea. So where are you in the picture? He's like, I'm the one coordinating them. I am the one carrying the black bag pack. Sure, that's you. That doesn't even look like your pictures. I said, okay. To lose the one I love and don't want to lose anyone close to me again. I enjoy life with a quiet, peaceful, loving manner. Blah, 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 blah. I'm a scammer and I hate you and I want your money and you're useless to me unless you give me money. I want someone who will appreciate me and will support me in all my endeavors to excel in life, who will be my comforter and share most things with me, good or bad. Someone I can share my radiance and sunny disposition. You already said all this crap. Yes, you have said this before. I agreed. Happy Sunday. Hello. What are you ignoring me, hun? Did I do something wrong? I thought you loved me. I love you. Okay, so as you can see, I'm starting to do like the love bombing in my own so that we can keep this conversation going because he was ignoring me for a while. Miss call. I said, I hope you're okay. He says, yes, I'm okay, honey. Are you there, honey? I said, I'm here. He says, why were you doing it before? It took you so long to reply back to my message. I said, I'm still working, sorry, in a meeting. But to be fair, you haven't talked to me or responded all day yesterday. He says, yes, I know that. It's because I'm having a low data subscription now. It's like you were busy at the moment in the office. At the moment, no, but I am busy in a bit. So he's basically using the excuse, if you want me to talk to you, I have to have that Steam gift card. Because a gaming gift card is what I need to talk to people. So I was wanting to sending my daughter's teacher a message, but I couldn't. Honey, I really missed you so much, and I don't want anything to hinder my talking to you at all. You are my everything, honey, my happiness and joy. I said, I hope your daughter is well. She isn't at all that well, conveniently. The teacher wrote to me on Friday last week and said she was having a fever, but I haven't been able to send them money or even call them yet because of my low internet subscription. That's why I said I was just so confused and worried. I said, why do you need to send them money for her fever? She says, she's my daughter and I don't want anything to hurt her or happen to her because she's all I got and I promised her mother I was going to take good care of her. I said, I just mean they should be able to control her fever very easily unless it's way out of hand. He says, yes, it's way out of hand and she needs immediate medical attention. I said, then she should be in the hospital. He says, can you help me get a card so I can get my subscription done? Here we go, we're asking for this card. Can you help me get a card so that I can get my subscription done, so that I can speak to her, please, honey? I want to hear my daughter's voice. I said, is she in the hospital? Yes, I should think so, but that's what I want to find out from the teacher. So why can't you message me and not them? And that's my point. It's like, okay, if you're able to talk to me, then you should be able to reach out to her teacher then. Besides, isn't it summer? Where does she stay when school is out? She's in a boarding school, so she stays there. Yes, I can write to them, but I can't call them. And I want to call them to hear her voice. I said, can they help you with a Zoom call or use a phone at work? He says, honey, please, just help me with the card. I beg you in the name of God because of my daughter. Once again. He says, I can't afford that, hon. I'm sorry. Because he wants $1,500. I am also having a hard time understanding how the Steam card gives you data on your phone. He says, you can't afford at least a $100 Steam card? I hate when they do this. Because it's like, you can't even afford $100? I can, but not for you. Why are you finding it difficult to understand? Never doubt someone's love for you. If you find some imperfections, just let them be. If you survive the pain, the happiness is never ending, the highly satisfying. Never try to find the perfect love, because love without pain is completely impossible. Don't worry about it. Just ignore the red flags. It's fine. Just give me money. I said, because that's not how it normally works. Steam is a gaming website. I'm not doubting your love for me. That has nothing to do with my question. I could but put together enough for 100. It says, it's not a gaming website. Let me show you what it looks like. Where did you get that picture, huh? Can't find them, but where did you find that picture? It's not a gaming website. That's all Steam is. It even says, download and play thousands of your favorite games. That is what I use, or an iTunes card. Either for both of them is okay. I said, yes, it is a gaming website. iTunes is just for music, isn't it? I'm waiting for the picture to come through to see what you're talking about. It says, are you helping me to get the card now, baby, or don't you want to help me? I said, I'll be able to help, but I can't get in right now. I'm working. He says, then when will you be free to get it for me? I believe you will be closing anytime soon, right? It was 12:20 p.m., bruh. No. So that you will buy it for me later today when you close from work. I said, later this evening, maybe tomorrow if they're closed. He says, okay, honey, I'll be expecting it. Thank you so much. 1:49 a.m. Good morning, honey. How are you doing today? How was your night, my love? Being in love with you makes every morning worth giving up for. Good morning, my sweetheart. Good morning. I just wanted you to know how much I truly do care. You're always in my thoughts. I hope that you bought that gift card, is what he's saying. Sorry, I've been on my phone with Microsoft all day today. This is a lie. Okay, I'm talking about Microsoft. I wanted him to think I was being scammed by another scammer. So I was not talking to Microsoft. Don't talk to someone from Microsoft. They're not really from Microsoft, okay? So this is a lie. This is just, I'm doing like I'm making it sound like I'm being scammed by somebody else. I wanted to see if he would say anything about it. He failed. He didn't say anything. I've been on the phone with Microsoft all day today. I'm supposed to be getting this refund. They said it'd only take 10 minutes. It's been hours. Apparently, it sent me too much money back. I'm waiting to hear what I have to do. I'm going to put the refund money all on the gift card for you so that you can talk to your daughter. I want to do a face-to-face video chat before I give you the cards. I want to get them to you in person. He says, okay, honey, but that's what you want. There is no problem, but I will quickly do as soon as I finish with what I am doing at hand. My boss leaves here, okay? I said, they were supposed to send me 300, but accidentally sent me 3,000. How do you mess that up? Says, honey, that is too much, but you do that much for me. So either he thinks he's getting the 300 or 3,000. I'm not sure. He says, well, I have to send them the money back with a Google Play gift card for what they overpaid. So I'm trying to get him to say that's a scam. Don't do it, but he doesn't. He says, I really don't need that, honey, and please. Don't use money to entice me for me to call you, okay? I will call you because I have to, and not for the money, okay? You have to? Why do you have to? I know you want me to have them all, but I will do what you want, honey. I love you so much. I said, oh, I love you too. He says, really don't have to send me money. You send the money back to them, okay? So I don't know if that's him trying to be like insinuating like it's a scam. It's a scam. He's like, really don't have to send the money back to them, okay? He's probably thinking also, since they picked 3,000, I have at least 3,000 in my bank account. But it's the company's money, not mine. The guy will lose his job and he will call the cops on me. Okay, then if you have to return it back, please do that immediately. I don't want you to lose your job, okay? I didn't say that. I said him. You were all I had to be happy, honey. I don't want you to have a bad name in the company, okay? I said, not my job, the Microsoft guy's job. You mean the Microsoft guy will lose his job? I said, that's what he said, and his bosses are saying. No, I don't want them to call the cops on you. Please, 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 send them back the money and tell them they sent excess of it so you can peacefully take your own. Don't want any trouble for you, my love, please. I don't want to lose you for any reason or so. Apparently, he can be scammed too, guys. It's not my fault, babe. They sent too much money. I have to go get this gift card, but I can't leave work yet. He keeps calling me and yelling at me. He's like, oh my goodness, how much card do you get for him? How much did he send you? I said, they sent me 3,000. I was only supposed to get 300, so I owe Microsoft 2,700. So what do you intend to do now about this issue? You have to buy the car for them and send back the remaining balance to them. Would that be okay with you, honey? Then you can send me mine after that, honey. Will you do that for me? Said, I have to get $2,700 worth of Google Play cards or Target. I don't understand, though, how that helps Microsoft. Says, so what's your opinion on how would you get me my iTunes gift card or the Steam card I asked for, honey? He just keeps going back to his card. Me. Just tell them I give you some time for you to get the card for them. I need to call you anytime from now so that you can see me. So I need the card to upgrade my internet subscription first. I am making use of the coworker Wi-Fi. Why does your coworker have Wi-Fi but you don't? Are you there? I said, I'm in a meeting. They keep calling me. Why don't you answer them and let them no longer bother you too much? When will you be closing from the meeting? I said, I have answered them. How did it go? What did they say to you now, honey? I said, they're yelling at me and speaking in a different language. Oh my goodness. So what did you tell them? I said, I'll get it when I leave work. What about mine, honey? Oh, you're so worried about me, bruh. I'll get it too. Are you less busy now, honey? I want to quickly call you and see your beautiful face before my boss comes in. You know it's against the rules to make video call here, but I just have to do this for you to believe me. I said, I didn't say I didn't believe you. Okay, I can quickly call you now. Why didn't you take your call? I want to talk to you quickly, honey. Now that my boss is out of the office. I said, I was driving. I'll call you back in a minute. Call missed. Now, you'll see why he cannot answer the call. He has to make the call himself. I'll show you the video in a couple seconds. So he has to do it because he has to get a screen set up the right way and pretend that he's Andrew Lewis. So I'll show you what I mean. So that's why he's not answering me. He has to call me. He says, honey, just give me a minute. My boss is here. He would be out soon and I will call you back. I said, waiting. Okay. I said, hey, talking with my friends, can you take a picture of the Derek? I want to see it. Sounds interesting. The derrick is a something in the ship, the rig. I have a friend who is familiar with oil rigs, so that's how I heard that word. And I Googled to see what it was. What are you doing now? I said, I just got home. My signal is going to be spotty. He says, are you having a bad signal? I said, at the moment, no, but I'm outside. He says, I will just call you and say have a few minutes with you, okay, honey? What are you doing outside? What derrick are you talking about, honey? He says, the oil well derrick, of course. It sounds huge. Oh, you mean the rig? Yes. This is the up view. How did you get that picture? Like, realistically, if you took that picture, how did he get that picture? This is here. I believe you can see it properly. At least you can Google. I said, how did you get the helicopter picture? He said, it's really huge, honey. I snapped it earlier this evening when we were in our inspection on the rig. I said, that's pretty high. He says, you can see our boat over there, right? Yes, it's pretty high. You see how it's risky to make a call here when it's highly forbidden to. Because it's highly inflammable. What does that have to do with taking a picture? Or a video call? But it's all good, though. I'm in the office now, so a little bit safe here. But my boss sits here close to me, but about going to the maintenance office. Okay, what are you doing now? Sitting on my deck, getting ready to call Microsoft. He says, oh, really? But I want to call you now, honey. My boss is out already. I said, you can call. Why are you not taking my calls? I said, I tried to pick up, but it won't let me. Okay, maybe you should call instead. Missed call. You have to call me back. I said, I'm trying. But you called me not too long ago. I said, I know I was still in the office then. I told you I'd get home and the signal would be spotty. So what happens now? I have the opportunity of speaking with you now on video call. I said, I tried to call and it says cannot connect. I'll keep trying. It says, why not try a voice call and see if it will connect. And I'm showing him that it's not connecting. Why did you hang up? Because he hung up on me. He connected for like a second and then he hung up on me. Missed call. I wasn't hearing you clearly. Pick up the call now. My boss walked in. I'm almost got in trouble with the call. He almost caught me. Have you seen my face now? Okay, so let me show you the video that he sent. And oh my gosh. Okay, as you can see, I have quite a few videos. So just to preference this, he finally was reaching me and I had just got out of the shower, so I look a little interesting. But here we go.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you doing?
Okay, I'm getting ready to leave work.
Okay, I think you're busy right now.
What?
Are you busy?
I'm doing a few things before I leave work.
Oh, okay. Okay. That means I'll talk to you later when you're done.
What?
I said I'll talk to you later when you're through what you're doing.
Okay, why can't I see you on the video?
Very soon. Very soon.
Why can't I
All right,
see
darling.
what I said?
You'll do that soon, okay?
Okay, bye.
Yeah, bye.
Okay, here's another one.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are you?
Hello. Yeah, how are you?
I'm here.
Are you good?
I'm good. How are you?
What happened?
What do you mean what happened? What do you mean?
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah, what do you mean what happened?
I can hear you clearly.
Okay. Here we go. This is what I was trying to talk to you about.
Hello.
Hello? Did you see my face?
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. You can see that he's holding the screen up to the computer. Why is it on a loop? You see
Where are you?
I'm right here.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Are you there? Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
Can you see me clearly?
Yeah, but it's on a loop. He's whispering to somebody in the background. Where'd you go? Okay, this is what I'm gonna say is a real screw up. So for just a second to explain what he did. So he took a video of this man on Instagram, and it was hard to find this video because it was like one of his oldest videos that he used. So he was at least smart enough to go further back, not just like the first couple of videos. But he did this where he put up his phone to his computer screen. You could see that he was holding it up. And this is what the other scammer did to me in the first video, and I tried to explain it to you guys, but I didn't realize I could record it, so I recorded this guy doing it. This was very convenient in this video that I caught his mess up. He does curse, just a warning, not a big deal, but oh well. He's really bad at this, but they try to make it look like they're talking to you. You're actually having a video with them, but they just have the Instagram video on a loop. So he's constantly talking, but his lips don't match the movements of the real person. So that's a huge red flag. If someone does a video chat with you, but it's weird, the angles are weird, or their lip movements are constantly not matching, they can claim that it's a buffering issue. It's not. It's a fake video. So just keep an eye out for that. Even though you do have a video call with someone, that does not mean that it's actually them. It could be a loop. Ask them to wave at you. Ask them to do something randomly that will prove that it's not them. Also, just keep in mind that they probably it's probably a bad quality video. The better scammers will probably make this look a little more authentic. But just because you saw them on a video does not mean it's them. It does not mean that, and don't always trust that.
Hello? Hello? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. You can see me.
Hello, honey?
Yeah, you can see me. I'm here.
He also does not sound like he's an American. He does have a Nigerian accent speaking English. I'm not picking on that country. It just happens to be where he's from. This just happens to be his voice, and you can just tell that he is not who he says he is just based on his voice. It does not match. Here we go again.
Hello?
It's the same.
Yeah, why is it on a loop? Hello. Your lips are moving, but you're not.
Can you hear me?
Your lips are moving, but you're not speaking.
Hello?
He's so bad.
Are you there?
Yes, you can see me.
Can you see me?
I can see someone.
Can you see me clearly? Hello? How are you doing? How are you doing today? Yeah, can you see me now?
I can see someone, yeah.
Okay, that's me. I really miss you today. And my boss is about coming in now. You know, so I just decided to give you a call on time and I get back to work before he comes in, okay?
Okay, well, I'll talk to you later. Your video's on a loop for some reason.
Yeah.
Why?
Hope you can see me now.
Yeah, I can see you the whole time.
Hope you can see me now.
I can see you.
Hello?
Where'd you go?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
This conversation is all he wants to say is, can you see me?
I hope you're okay now.
Yeah, I guess.
Look at the baby. There's a baby on the boat rig.
Shit.
What was that?
And he hung.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So as you can tell, that was him showing the screen as he was using a video to show it. So it was clearly not him. So real quick, I want to show you the real person. We'll get into who he actually is and how I found out who he is in the next video. But I want you to hear what he actually sounds like. This is the actual man who he's pretending to be.
On est le lendemain du gros week-end de l'Académie Zéro Limite. Et ça s'est passé plein de choses. Plein de choses. Je peux pas tout vous résumer ça dans une vidéo. Juste que quand on vit des événements comme ça, mais on revient et on prend des décisions sur notre business, notre façon de vivre la vie, tout ça. Suite aux enseignements des magnifiques conférenciers de Martin, du maître d'œuvre, de tout ça. Ou sur une autre façon. Moi, en fait, j'ai fait une conférence et c'était génial. J'étais dans mon flow, j'étais dans un alignement. C'était vraiment.
Okay, so I wanted you to see, this is what he actually sounds like. This is his actual voice, and he is from Quebec. So we clearly know that this is not the same person. So if there's ever a doubt in your mind when you watch this video that it could be him, it is not him. This is the real man. Okay? So once again, I want to remind you to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think is crazy about this. Let me know your predictions, what you think is going to happen in the next few videos. I have a couple more videos. Like I said, next video I'll show you how I did reverse image searching and found this man and figured out who he actually was. It was a little bit of a challenge, so I had to have a little bit of help figuring out how to find this man. He's very famous in Quebec. He's a motivational speaker. So once I found him, I found a lot about him, but it just took me a little bit of time. So please share this, help raise awareness of these scammers and people who are just trying to steal money from innocent people. If I can only do one thing in my life that's meaningful, I want to just help people not be scammed and treated like dirt. So, I hope you have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye!